Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, I really just want to thank you guys. I saw well over 100 subscribers in the first week. So since I dropped that video about my AR build, you guys have been commenting, liking, sharing, obviously subscribing. So I just want to say thank you. I feel like that's a huge milestone for me. Starting something new, putting myself out there. So I'm excited to be here. I mentioned before, I'm here for the community. I don't really care about all the gimmicks and everything else that sometimes comes with a YouTube channel. So I'm just excited. So I appreciate you guys. And I'm just gonna keep pushing forward. So thank you. I really wanted to talk about my Gen 5 Glock 19 build. This is actually the second pistol that I purchased. My first pistol was a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. I purchased that back in 2020 around the same time that I got my rifle, or actually it was a little bit before. I ended up trading that and a shotgun in that I originally purchased, which was an H&R Partner Pump 20 gauge, and I purchased this Glock 19. I'm just gonna walk through what I've done to it since I've owned it. I haven't made too many modifications in the last few months. I'm pretty happy with where it is today, but we'll talk about at least one thing that I know I want to change. Starting from the business end, I have a Surefire X300 Turbo. This is the sort of quick detached version of that. When I initially got it, I thought that sometimes I might want to take the Surefire off if I wanted to try and conceal carry, which I do pretty often, but the Surefire is a little bulky. I've gotten another Surefire that was really tiny. I think it was like an XC1, I forget what it's called, but it's not as powerful as the X300 Turbo. It's important to have a light, right, on your weapon systems, all of them. So I really appreciate Surefire, good product. Runs on CR123s. I just changed those out at the beginning of the year. I change them out pretty much every 6 months, even though I don't need to. Just something that I think is important. I never want them to fail. I also have a Radian Ramjet and Afterburner. So that is the barrel and compensator combo that I purchased straight out of Shields. I'm always happy to go to Shields. Shout out to you guys. Great customer service, great environment, a ton of product, no matter what you're into. They're not sponsoring this video, but I like them so much, I'm gonna plug them anyway, right? I really like this setup. It helps with recoil management. I'm very heavily focused on recoil management. I wanna have the best shooting experience that I can. I want to try and do my best to always stay on target. A lot of that comes through training. I also have a Magwell suppressor height sights. I knew that I was going to mount a red dot to this firearm. We'll talk about that in a second. So I wanted to make sure that I could co-witness to some degree. Works perfectly fine for me. It also has the tritium in it so that it helps with, you know, at night. So no matter what, even if the red dot goes out, I am still going to have iron sights that I can rely on, and I appreciate that. Since we're talking about it, I have a Trijicon RMR. This is the only optic I've ever had on this firearm. I never used any other company. I wanted something American made, something that is trusted. I know the history of Trijicon. Something that I do want to look into for this firearm, this is the one thing I really want to change, is I think that I need a larger window. So I'm going to consider purchasing the Trijicon SRO. When I originally purchased this Glock 19, I wasn't aware of the importance of purchasing MOS. I knew that eventually I want a red dot. I had done enough research, but I hadn't thought about that when I purchased this Glock 19. So I actually sent this off to Jaegerworks in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and they milled out the slide for me with the RMR cut, if you will, and it's been good. I've not had any problem with the work that they've done. Really solid job. It took me maybe two to 4 weeks, considering the logistics of shipping and everything like that, but they got it done really quick, and I had them go ahead and coat it. It's like a sort of multicam black, if you will, and I just like it. I wanted just a little more flair. Since they offered that and it took no time, I think it was maybe an additional 50 to 100 bucks. Since the slide was in Michigan, I had the polymer part of the Glock 19 stippled. The only thing I would have done differently is I would have done an undercut. right under the trigger guard, and I think it would have been that much better. I also have here an SLR Rifle Works flared Magwell. The first Magwell I used was a Strike Industries version. It wasn't that great. It wasn't super secure. That Strike Industries Magwell would kind of fall here and there if I put too much pressure on it. The securing system was pretty much the same as this one, but it just wasn't that great. One of the other things I was able to do, all of the magazines that I have for this 19, I swapped out the base plate for 2 reasons. Aesthetic. I'm very focused on aesthetic sometimes. It's just, you know, it's a thing. You want to be happy with the firearm that you purchase. Ultimately, you want it to shoot well. You want it to serve the purpose that you purchased it for, but you also want to be happy with how it looks. Ultimately, I swapped out the base plates for Strike Industries. This gives us another 5 rounds. So it increases the capacity of a standard Glock 19 mag from 15 to 20 rounds. But it also gives me just that much more leverage if I wanted to space out my fingers and my grip a little more. I never have a problem with ejecting the magazine. I don't have to do the John Wick flick, if you will, even though that's cool as hell. But yeah, this has been good. That is really the extent of my Glock 19. I don't think that there's much I'll change outside of, as I mentioned, the Optic for a larger window like the SRO. But maybe I'll invest in a trigger as well. I'm excited just to keep looking into more pistol configurations, especially a 2K11. I appreciate you guys. Again, thank you so much for the subscriptions. Thank you for the feedback. Again, I'm here for community. I could care less about the gimmicks, but I thank you guys just for even paying attention and giving me a shot at this thing. And I hope to see you guys on the range. Peace.